Hi everyone and welcome back to Japan, where today I'm going to be checking out a song by BAND-MAID, who are a band of course we listen to a lot here, and I've been following a lot of what the fans have suggested, and usually there's a lot of different suggestions, but this is the first time in a while that I've had almost a unanimous vote, and that's been to listen to a song called Dice. So here's Dice. Okay, seems like we're on solid ground again here. Really like the hook, and everything else seems to be going really well. Oh, yeah, it's over. Alright, that's an interesting one. Well, first of all, I would say, I've got to say that in my opinion, I think this was recommended because the last one I listened to was Choose Me, I think, and I think I put that at like the top of the ones I'd heard so far because I said it was a much more together song. It was the first one I'd heard that had a really memorable hook. It just kind of worked. It had poppy and rocky elements. I'm going to say I think this one actually maybe, I don't have to go back and listen, but I think this just edges that out. I think this is probably my new favourite. The hook sounded a little bit better, the music, just again, everything worked. This is a really fantastically good sign now. The first couple of songs I heard, I remember I was a little bit unsure, like, okay, they're really fantastic musicians, but I wasn't quite sure whether the writing was 100%. As a product, it worked. There was some songs were too twiddly, and it wasn't sure if it was completely gelling. Sorry, this is becoming a bit of a word salad. Let me get to the point. Basically, yes, this and the last song I heard are a good example that this is now something that I think we can say this is a reliable, good source of good quality rock music. And I'm still getting over the fact that they're wearing the MAID thing. I know there's a reason. You guys have told me the reason, but I'm just kind of like, you guys are fine. You don't need any form of gimmick. Now, just to add a couple of little things I've got to. Visually, the video, as seems to be the case with all their videos, is incredibly by the numbers, kind of almost borderline bland, nothing particularly to write home about, and yet at the same time, it does showcase that they're a very good performance band, and I think there's a quality to be said for the fact that the video directors do seem to aim towards just showing that they're good musicians. And I think that in a way is partly influenced by the fact that this band, and again, sometimes I say things and people assume an insult. This is not an insult at all, but I do think this band has a slight cult of personality thing going on, in that I know every time we talk about it, everyone has like their favourite member, and they love the individual members. But because of their musician quality, it's not like a sort of AKB thing where it's like, I like her because she's cute. In this, it's like, I like her because she's really fucking good at what she does. Nothing wrong with that. And it seems to have influenced the directors to pay attention to the performance stuff. So, yeah, in a way, that is a good sign of it. I think that as a general, I'm now quite sold on them as a band. I got a I will mention I got a comment on something I said before, where someone very vehemently said, I don't think in an insulting way, but in a vehement way, they said, well, they are brilliant musicians, but they're also brilliant songwriters, because I'd suggested that they were better musicians than they were songwriters. I do still stand by that comment, and the reason I say that is because it's a kind of a comparative thing. Like, if you was to say to me, Howard, can you think of a band who are as good musicians? I would really have to sit down and think. We're talking historically. I would have to really think, can I think of a band who have as good a bass player, drummer, singer, all together? This is something where, okay, you might be able to pick out individual examples, but they have just a fantastic all-round lineup. If you were to say, Howard, can you think of a band who are better songwriters? To be honest, yeah, I could pick out quite a few. It's not to say that they're bad, but in the grand pantheon of bands, they're not like to write home about amazing songwriters. But what I'm getting from this and the last song is that they can write an all-round good song that certainly is memorable and unique. So within the genre they are very clearly planted, they stand out as being, in my opinion, one of the best rock bands I've heard in a very long time. And I say that as no small compliment. I think it's fantastic. Can you hear the dog barking behind me, by the way? Maybe you can. If not, that was a really weird comment. But I never edit this stuff unless I want to take something out. I've been talking long enough. I love this song. Give me more like this. Or challenge me with something different. Or challenge my comments and talk to me. The dog's going to bark. Well, it's stopped now. Oh well, until you want to see me and hear the dog in Japan next time, subscribe, whatever. Ciao for now.